Hey Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading, looking at next month, so the month of June. We will be I do have a few cards here to do with health and healing today, and we will also be looking at love, of course. I do just want to let everyone know if you can just leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. We're going to draw that when we hit 100 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe so you can keep updated as well. We are just a pretty small crew at the moment. So I hope you all, want to stick around and join us and like the messages that we get come through. Today I do have the Seventh Seal Lenormand deck with me today. I will be using the Healing Light Lenormand for those health and healing questions. I do also have here the Island Time Wellness Love Oracle deck, but today we're going to be starting with the Shapeshifters Oracle, okay? So we'll get straight on into it for us there, Leo. Hope everyone is doing really well. Looking forward to June. Okay, so Leo for the month of June, please. Leo for the month of June. There we go. Two wanting to come straight on out there, Leo. Now, Leo is actually my rising sign, so it is pretty close to my heart. Okay, so we have wonderful, wonderful fire energy coming straight on out for us there, Leo. So the golden phoenix, something you thought finished, bursts back into life. There you go. So we may have some past energy coming up this month. It may be a person, maybe something in general. We also have little wolf girl. Okay, so she says it's all right to be alone. Okay, so maybe needing to spend some time to ourselves and really working out that confidence in our independence. All right, so I really feel that when it says it is all right to be alone, that really does talk about having that independence from the world and, just being yourself, really. But we'll see what wants to come out today, Leo. So, Leo, for the month of June, please. Leo for June. Leo. Leo. Okay, and I'm just going to grab one more, Leo. Just one more for Leo, please, for June. Okay, so we do firstly have, Leo, the lily energy, okay? So sometimes these cards are so hard to see, so I am sorry if you can't see the images properly. But the lily really does talk about quite a few things, actually. It can be a little bit of a career card as well. So for some of you, we do next have the crossroads coming in there. So for some of you, we may be looking at some career choices coming up at the start of June for us there. I feel like majority, though, it's probably talking a lot more about, choices for our long term, choosing what path to take for our long term fulfillment. All right, the lily really does talk about that emotional intimacy with yourself and choosing things that you sort of want long term in your life. The road there does talk about choosing what path to take, making decisions and choices. You may have multiple options on the table in regard to these sort of things, and actually just choosing which one is going to be, providing you with the most support long term, I feel, with that there. Now, that's going to lead us into this bear energy, all right? So this bear energy is, it's not actually the Leo card, but I do always associate it with Leo. It is talking about standing in your own strength, having your own sense of power, leadership, those kinds of things. So when we did see that oracle saying it's all right to be alone, that's really what this bear is all about. Standing in that strength, being quite independent and fierce and strong, so I do feel that that's going to be whatever choices you make, stand strongly in those choices and have that real sense of leadership when it comes to making any choices for yourself this month and really protecting your own agendas and protecting your own self, protecting your own sense of strength and empowerment. Okay, so it's super strong card. I feel that that's totally that Leo energy coming through strong today. But yeah, just standing in your own sense of independence and strength. Okay, so and that's going to lead us into the garden energy. All right, so the garden really does talk about meetings, getting out there, being a bit sociable, social events, can talk about social media, but I do feel as though there is going to be this actually feels like a social event, like meeting with people socially that's actually going to lead to some sudden changes for you. We do have the scythe coming out after that there. So the scythe talks about sudden unexpected changes or a break from, you may be needing to take a break from the social scene for a while to focus on being in your own sense of power and whatnot. Like we saw there, it is all right to be alone. Okay, so you may be just needing to take a little bit of a break from the social stuff, but I do feel as though, there may be a social event. For a lot of you, there may be some sort of social event happening this month that is actually going to lead to sort of sudden, unexpected changes for you. So I am seeing a couple of career cards here. So the lily and the garden both can talk about career stuff as well. And then the next card we have after the big change, the scythe energy there, is the fox, which also is a career-based sort of card as well. So we may definitely, for some of you, be seeing some changes in your career this month. All right. Once again, that garden card can talk about business meetings and those sorts of things that are going to change some things for you. And we do find with the fox energy, it's once again that sense of independence, doing things for yourself, focusing on your self survival. The fox is a little bit of a salesman type character, though, quite clever, cunning, can be a little bit tricky sometimes to deal with. But I feel like this is you. So really, selling yourself to the best of your ability, standing strong and really, being that salesman that can sell, ice to Eskimos or whatever, really selling yourself and not selling yourself short. Okay, so I do feel as though that's you, just once again being quite independent, setting firm boundaries, and focusing on what's best for you. At the end of the day, the fox really does focus on itself and that survival and whatnot as well. So quite a strong energy there. But then we are sort of seeing, I do have a bit of a interesting message there because that fox is leading us into this anchor energy. Okay, so that's talking about being firm, being stable, being quite grounded and unmoving, because the anchor really does sort of anchor us down in the one spot. So using that sense of your independence and like I said, selling yourself, being quite clever and cunning about the way that we are wanting to, firmly drop our anchor and stay quite stable, weather any storm kind of a vibe there with the anchor. But I am getting a bit of a cross message here because with the next two cards, I feel the message changes slightly because that's talking about something else. All right. But that rounding out that fox message there, that it is just talking about staying quite secure in your independence and stable and being able to sort of weather any storm there. But then when we do have the man energy followed by the rider. So the masculine, I don't like to really genderize there, but with so much power coming through from you, this is probably actually you, and actually, no, I don't think it is. It quite could be you, but it's that non-emotional kind of element. Okay, I feel as though this is you standing strong against this person, okay? Because it does feel like it's an actual person. So whether that's you or somebody else around you, you're probably going to know, Leo. It is somebody quite strong and leadership. I think maybe that's why I was initially feeling that that might be you, Leo. But it can be like a somebody in a position of power, a role of importance in your life. So it could be like a boss or that kind of energy as well. But what I'm actually getting this message coming through mostly as for majority of us there is that it's someone quite stuck in their ways, quite stuck in that non-emotional energy, that stoic, not sharing their feelings kind of a vibe, maybe even a little bit domineering or controlling, and they're quite stuck in that energy, but they're actually coming towards us, with the rider there, they're coming towards you with some sort of good news, all right? So the good news might be that they're sort of able to release this anchor energy for themselves and sort of start moving forward, because the rider really is a movement card and it does come in quite quickly and swiftly. So if you yourself know who that person is, or if that's you yourself, at the end of the month, we are seeing some things starting to sort of all of a sudden this swift sort of energy coming in. So we're no longer sort of stuck in the one place. We are having some good news, perking us up at the end of the month there. That does feel like, all right. But we'll grab you a couple of cards specifically for health and healing. So Leo and health and healing for the month of June, please. Leo, health and healing for June. There you go. Once again, seeing that masculine energy coming through first and foremost. So I do feel like that's actually linking with that last little message, that this masculine who has been quite stuck in their ways, and we are getting some good news. So for some of you, there may be a masculine type figure. Like I said, the gender doesn't really matter, but there may be a masculine figure who has had some impact in either, if it's somebody around you, maybe their health has been in question, or if this is you, maybe that healing process, being feeling a little bit stuck when it comes to emotional healing, and that's why we're being so sort of non-emotional. But getting some good news definitely coming through when it comes to health and healing, because that masculine energy there, that's being followed up by the fish card. Okay, so that's really talking about abundance and positive energy. It can be talking about financial success as well. So, some sort of healing. If you've been wanting healing in your finances, that's definitely going to be supportive of that energy. All right, because with the abundance card, that's a super positive thing. But once again, it could just be referring to this person around you being quite a businessman type person. Okay, so it could definitely be somebody within the career element, like a boss or something like that. So for some of you, this is just somebody around you who is a real, something to do with your career or finances. All right, so quite interesting energy coming through with that. I'm getting that dual message there. But then that is followed up by the cross card. Okay, so when we're looking at health and healing, there may have been some sort of burden being lifted. All right, so this masculine energy, the burdens are being lifted. We're heading into that abundance, and the burdens are being lifted. All right, and it really just talks about having trust and faith that everything is going to work out how it's supposed to. There is quite a spiritual, religious element with the cross card. So it really just does talk quite a lot about, trusting in God, that the process is, it's working out exactly how it's supposed to. So, I don't feel anything, major going on with the health or the healing. It just feels like, just a bit of a message of support, that if you have been sort of seeking some healing there, that's definitely, you're heading more into abundance now, with that. All right. But we'll have a look at love in specific for you there, Leo. Love for Leo in June, please. Love for Leo in June. Okay, quite interesting, Leo. We do have the dog, which is followed by the book, and then the snake energy there. Okay, so I'll grab you some oracle as well. So Leo for love for June, please. Leo in June with love. Okay, so that's helped clarify that energy a little bit there. All right. So we do firstly have, the friendship and energy coming through with the dog. It can talk about loyalty and compassion in general, but I do feel as though this is probably someone within your friends group, and they are sort of starting some new chapters. You may actually be sort of have a friend that you're wanting to sort of open up to a little bit more, wanting to start a new chapter, evolve something with. So that may be relevant to some of you there, but I really feel as though this is kind of talking about, um, you know, relying on the support of our friends, to really help open us up to love and to the idea of love, and to start new chapters, within love for ourselves. Okay, and like I said, I did see the snake energy coming out there, and I just want to show you here. I actually had the snake energy come out with the oracle as well. So we've got the double sort of snake energy coming through. So the snake can talk a lot about, physical passion, but when it is being backed up by this snake in the oracle there, it probably is actually someone who's being a little bit deceptive in love towards you, Leo. It does talk about competition, enemy, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder, and the other woman. All right, so you may be, and I do feel as though these are separate energies too. So the dog and the book energy there, I'm going to associate with this palm tree oracle here. So I'll talk about that in a second, but this snake energy here, I do feel as though you may have someone around you with love aspects, that they may actually have somebody else that they're dealing with as well. So it does feel as though there might be some sort of deception with this person. You may be very physically attracted to them and have a lot of desire for them, but I'm kind of getting a bit of a warning here. We do also have the heartbroken card. So this could actually be somebody from your past, and talking about what you're sort of dealing with, and what you need to talk to those friends about and open up a little bit more about. But it does say deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, and mourning. All right. So whatever this deceptive, snake energy is, it's going to be leaving us a little bit heartbroken. I feel like I am feeling that for a lot of you, that probably is past energy though. Okay. It's just sort of still in your energy. So just be aware that it is still in your energy, and maybe needing to just, heal from that just a little bit more, Leo. But then once again, like I said, that dog and book, relying on your support network to really sort of open up to them a little bit, and so that you can sort of move into new chapters with love. We do have the palm tree as well, which does say stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility as well. Okay, so since we have seen quite a lot of cards talking about, it's being okay to be alone, standing in your own strength, worry about your own survival. I do feel as though for a lot of you that snake energy is kind of in the past, and then we're just kind of needing that extra support at the moment to move forwards into and have that endurance to move forwards into new chapters that can come around for us. So it may be a bit of a difficult time for you this month. I'm not going to lie, Leo, when it comes to love, but it seems like you've got quite a lot going on elsewhere in your life, most likely in your career sector at the moment, Leo. So, let me know in the comments how that resonated for you. Like I always sort of say that, if it doesn't resonate, feel free to flip any messages or check your other placements. The way that I do read, I do find moon sign is usually quite strong as well. So I would sort of suggest checking out your moon sign if the sun sign hasn't sort of resonated for you there. But sometimes I get those crossover messages as well. So the full Leo portion may have resonated, but then the love didn't. So maybe checking your moon or Venus sign even for the love portion there. Okay. But if this is where we leave each other, Virgo, sorry, I don't know why I called you Virgo then. That was a bit weird. I did I'm not even doing Virgo's readings until tomorrow. So some of you may have been dealing with a Virgo. Okay, that's a bit random. But thank you so much for your time today, Leo. You guys have a good one, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.